So what is Bootstrap? Bootstrap is a free, open source, and is the most popular HTML, CSS, and JavaScript framework developed by Twitter for creating responsive web applications. It includes HTML and CSS based design templates for common user interface components like buttons, drop-downs, typography, tabs, forms, tables, navigation, alerts, carousel, etc., along with optional JavaScript extensions. Bootstrap framework is based on all open standards HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This means Bootstrap can be used with any server-side technology and any platform. You can use it with any web application built with any server-side technology, be it ASP.NET, Java, PHP, etc. So what are the advantages of using Bootstrap? There are several of them. Let's look at these advantages one by one. Bootstrap supports responsive design. One of the greatest advantages of using Bootstrap is that it helps us create responsive web applications faster and easier. So the obvious question that comes to our mind is, what is a responsive web application? A responsive web application automatically adapts to different screen sizes, that is, desktop computers, laptops, tablets, mobile phones, etc. A responsive application provides optimal viewing and interaction experience, that is, easy reading and navigation with a minimum of resizing and scrolling across a wide range of devices. So you don't have to worry about your application not being compatible with multiple devices and their screen sizes. Let me actually show you an example. On this web page right here, we have a responsive and a non-responsive app being viewed on a mobile device. Look at the non-responsive app on the left. Look at the image, look at the menu items, and look at the text. The application is barely usable here without we having to readjust it. Whereas look at the responsive app. Look at the image, it's clear and crisp. Look at the menu, there is one menu button there which says main menu. When we click on that, that's when the subsequent menu items will be displayed. And look at the text content, it's very much readable. So in this case, since the application is responsive, it has automatically adapted itself to the screen size that it is being viewed on, whereas the non-responsive app, it didn't adapt itself. Let me actually show you another example. So this is a working example from bootstrapdocs.com. At the moment we are viewing this on a laptop screen. Notice the login controls here and notice these three headings. At the moment, since we are viewing it on a laptop screen, the headings are aligned next to each other side by side. Look at what happens as I start to resize the browser window. Look at this, we are still at the moment on a laptop screen size. As soon as we reach a tablet screen size, so here we have reached a tablet screen size, and look at what happened to these headings. Instead of being side by side, they are now one below the other. Now look at what is going to happen when we reach the mobile screen size. Look at what happened to the menu item. Now it's a single button. When I click on the button, that's when the login controls show up, and look at the headings again, they are one below the other. As soon as we reach the laptop screen size, look at the headings, they are now side by side, and the login controls are like this. So here the application is adapting to the screen size it's being viewed on. So this is a responsive app, and Twitter Bootstrap makes creating responsive apps quicker and easier. Saves a lot of development time. One of the biggest advantages of using Bootstrap is that it saves a lot of development time. Instead of writing code from the scratch, Bootstrap offers ready-made blocks of code that you can use and customize to suit your application requirements. There are also many websites out there that offer free and paid Bootstrap themes that saves even more development time. Consistency. Bootstrap was developed by Twitter to encourage consistency across their internal tools by giving their developers a centralized development code base. Since all the developers are working using a centralized code base, the end result is consistent regardless of who is working on the project and which web browser is being used. Customizable. Bootstrap is also highly customizable. If you're using only a few features of Bootstrap, you can customize to download only those features using the Bootstrap Customize page. Let me actually show what I mean. So this is the Bootstrap customize page. So Bootstrap has got several features. Now let's say within your application you're only using a few features. If that's the case, whatever features you are using, leave them checked, and whatever features you don't want, uncheck them. And then as you scroll to the bottom of the page, you have a button here which says compile and download. When you click this, you have your custom version of Bootstrap ready to be used with your application. Finally, support. As Bootstrap is the most popular framework, it has a very large community base and excellent documentation. Bootstrap's excellent documentation, examples, and demos helps a developer learn Bootstrap quickly even if you're new to it. If you ever run into an issue, you'll usually get help quickly and easily from the vast online community and web forums that are available.
I want to start by seeing just how many Bootstrap themes we can find. Just going to put in free Bootstrap themes or Bootstrap templates. And I can actually tell that this entire site is developed using Bootstrap. Alright. Well, here's one. It's called New Age. Oh, it's got a little discussion grouping here, and let's see with the live preview. Okay. Alright. So it's looks fairly nice. You can see that they use icons that are kind of, you can use all sorts of new types of icons, and these are fairly nice. And these are included in the package, or you can get your own. Font Awesome has a bunch of icons too, and I always encourage the guys that are doing the web development to also incorporate Font Awesome into the websites, because it gives you again some more I guess flexibility, especially down the road. Excuse me. And we can see where our menus change, and the view for cell phone. Okay. Click the menu. All right. We'll go back.